The music that you listen to shapes your outlook on the world. There have been studies to prove how our subconscious mind works. There was a study that got people to remember a bunch of words that had to do with like getting old. They would give them words like retire, chronic disease, aging, stuff like that. And then they did another group with words not related to aging. These two groups, they then asked them to move out of the hallway and walk to the next room. The people in the group that got the words relating to getting old walked slower than the group that got the words non-related to aging. The subconscious mind dictates so much of our actions without us realizing it. Did you know that people who listen to the news every single day at a higher frequency are more likely to see the world as a more dangerous place, like outsized amount of danger than actual reality? Because the news is usually propagated with negative headlines, because negative things catch our attention more than positive things. That is why it is very important for you to be deliberate with what content you are consuming. The human brain is just naturally drawn to negativity. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's because we are wired out of fear. We are biologically wired for survival, not for happiness, right? Because think back, like happiness is like a novel conquest for humans. Like for such a long time, we were just worried about getting to the next day. We're worried about like, for most of human evolution, we're worried about like not getting chased by the lion. We're worried about what we're gonna eat for dinner. We're worried about the big storm coming and destroying our little tent houses. That is why the human brain is evolved for fear. We are drawn to negativity. Understand this about the mind, because if you don't understand the mind, you're going to be trapped in the fear and you're never going to be able to see through to what the actual truth is. We are here to pursue the truth. How does this relate to music? The music that you consume dictates your outlook on life. Subconsciously, you will be drawn to music that reinforces your worldview. If you're listening to a lot of trash music about fucking girls, about smoking weed, drinking lean, chasing money, that is what you're going to see in your day-to-day life. Because if you're shopping for something like a certain type of water bottle, like you do like a bunch of research about that water bottle, then you start seeing it everywhere. It's because our brains are also like very prone to confirmation bias, that like if we're looking for something, we're going to see it everywhere. So the more of these negative values that you take in, the more you're going to see in the real world too. So you're going to be like, oh, that girl is only with that guy because he's rich. It's reinforcing what you already believe, confirmation bias, right? But we need to be able to step out of that and assess the world critically for what it is, not from our perceptions that we've put in through our subconscious. How do you literally step outside of your own mind? This video, like this one video isn't going to help you like step outside of your own mind and like be able to see through your subconscious beliefs, but it's a good start. It's always searching for things that question, that go against what you believe, and not shunning away from them, not being like, nah, that doesn't go with my worldview, so I'm not going to listen to it. Try to understand other points of view, and then you'll see that like there might be some things that are wrong about them, there might be some things that are right about them. This is how you expand your worldview and expand your awareness, and you get out of your own mind, literally. So how does this relate back to music? This is one artist that you need to listen to that is positive, because so much of rap is just like fucking negative, man. Like these people that were making famous, their morals are trash. Their values are trash. They're not happy. These people that were making famous are not happy. They don't have what we want in life. They have the money. They have the woman. They have the nice car, but they're addicted to drugs. They're singing about being depressed. How do you expect to end up anything different from them? Listen to artists who inspire you in a positive way. Don't get me wrong, I love trap music. I listen to all kinds of music. Like there is a time and place for everything, but there is a special place in my heart for artists who spread positive messages. If you want to get girls, it comes from how you see yourself. Subconsciously, if you think that you are a beta, that is how you're going to project yourself. And no amount of pickup artistry, no amount of fake confidence will be able to overcome the fact that you deep down in your subconscious think that you ain't shit and you don't deserve. And if you act like fake cocky, if you're like rude to girls and you think that works to help you pick up girls, like you think treat girls like shit, like listen to these fucking rappers who's like, oh, it might work, but that's not the kind of girl that you want. This is for if you want to find a life partner. If that's not what you're looking for, then don't listen to this video. But if you truly want to be yourself and be loved for it, then you need to drop the act. You just know that you can be loved for who you are. You don't have to play any games. I'm telling you, it is possible to be loved for who you are. If deep down You feel highly insecure. That's okay. But there are ways for you to grow in either a healthy way. There are ways that you can manipulate and trick people. You can put up an act. You can play a game. But you're not going to be loved for who you are. And then you're going to grow bitter and resentful because you don't get to be yourself. You're not going to truly be able to feel loved for who you are as a person because you're never showing who you are as a person. Be yourself, but get your shit together and get confident. Believe that you can be loved for who you are. But it has to be true. You can't trick yourself, right? Like, if you are a pussy, if you are an insecure little boy, like, it might be hard. Like, you need to get your shit together. You need to love yourself before you're able to be loved. Yeah, and I know it sounds like some corny shit, right? For a long, long time, I didn't understand. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I need to love myself to be loved. Like, I dismissed it, right? But after being in 2 long-term relationships, after, like, the older that I've been getting, the more I realized, like, dude, all of the cliches in life are true, man. Like, that's why they're cliches, because they're fucking true. You actually need to love yourself, and, like, not even in, like, cliche terms, it's, you need to treat yourself well. You can't, like, be beating yourself up. Yeah, like, you need to have discipline, but you need to treat yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Like, that's what it comes down to. You can't not believe in yourself and expect other people to believe in you. And that is what I mean by, like, you need to love yourself first. Trust that you can do it. This isn't blind, right? Like, if you keep trying and you keep failing and failing, like, you're not gonna believe that you can do it because, like, clearly the evidence shows that you can't. You keep failing, right? But stop putting yourself in situations where you're going to fail. Even little victories, like, don't be so hard on yourself, you know? Like, if you set yourself expectations that are just, like, not able to be achieved, like, it's all about, like, your habits at the end of the day. It's about, like, if you are trapped in, like, a day-to-day thing, like, if you have addictions to, like, video games, if you're addicted to weed, if you're addicted to alcohol, I don't know what you're addicted to, like, what problems you have, but if you're stuck in that cycle and you can't get out of it, you're not going to believe in yourself. It actually starts with, like, the little things in your subconscious. Like, it's not something big, right? There's so much more that goes into it. I have a video about addiction and, like, how to break for, like, how I broke free from my own addictions. Kota the fucking Friend. Listen to Kota the Friend. I have a playlist of Kota the Friend music called Meditations because that's what his music is. It helps me meditate. It helps me realize what is important in life because it's poetry that is, like, just, like, listen to this. There's, like, one song that he has, Grateful. Like, there was a while where I would listen to that song every day just to remind myself to be grateful. Like, I deliberately try to listen to it. Like, it's not just background music in the passing, like, while I'm thinking. But even if you just play it in the background, like, the lyrics, it will change your worldview. Kota the Friend is that man. He had problems growing up. Like, if you listen to his music, he tells a story, but it's healing. He had problems with alcohol, with escaping. He had a kid too young. He had to support his kid, like, got his shit together. But he proved to himself that he could do it. You can hear from his music, his progression from, like, a place of unhappiness, and now he has success. He has money, he has fame. He's to the point where he's over it because he knows that's not what is important in life. He values his happiness. He values family. His outlooks on women are healthy. He has a healthy, happy relationship. At the end of the day, it's also very important what your values are. If you have the wrong values, you have the wrong roadmap to life. Your set of values is what you choose that you think is going to help you get what you want, right? So let's say you value money. You value money a lot. You think, if I have enough money, I'll be able to get what I want. Then you're going to chase that and chase and chase and chase and chase until you have all the money. You're able to buy all the nice clothes. You're able to buy the nice car. You're able to buy the penthouse. But then you realize, who do you attract? Fucking gold diggers. Because that's all you have. Money was your root value. Now what do you attract, right? But if you value other things, if you value your happiness, if you value your peace, if you value your integrity, you have to choose your values wisely. Money solves money problems. The way that life is designed is like, life is like a set of games that you continue to play. That's the way that the system is designed. When you're in school, you're like in the school game for 16 years, 18 years, and then you graduate and then you're out of that. These are finite games. Like in elementary school, you finish that, graduation. High school, you finish that, graduation. You win this game, you win this game. But then what happens when you're out of the school system and you enter the real world is that it's still a game, but it becomes infinite. There's no end to it. There's no graduation. There's no check mark where you finish. So you can get trapped in the money game forever. You can keep going and going, and it's designed to keep you playing. And if you value money, you're going to keep playing. And if you can't see past the purpose of money and you don't understand it properly and you don't understand what is really important in life, you will be blinded by it and you're going to be a slave. Money solves money problems, and that's it. The people that you want to follow in the media is people who have made a lot of money and are clearly happy. They have I look at people like, are their values right? Are they happy? Like, that's most important to me, because like, why the fuck am I doing all of this if I'm not happy? You know, I'm not saying happiness is not my ultimate purpose here, but it's like, why am I alive? Why? What do I live for? Like, am I living just to grind? No, I'm living to get what I want. Why do I want what I want? Because it makes me happy, right? So I see all these people who have gotten all the money, but they're not fucking happy. But then you also see people who have gotten the money, who have gotten the success, and they are happy. You study them. If you want a girlfriend, you look at the people who have had success and long-term, and they have long-term happy relationships. You don't listen to fucking Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is not in a long-term, happy, committed, stable relationship. If you want his lifestyle, then go after that. Follow someone who has what you want. Make sure that what you are putting into your mind is healthy. Make sure that you are not consuming garbage. You are not consuming trash on the internet, because it stays with you. You might not think that it stays with you, but it does. It's in your subconscious mind. It's in your dreams. Most of your dreams, you'll probably forget them, right? But these things, they shape your subconscious. Do you ever have a dream and you remember and you wake up and you're like, oh shit, that dream made me remember something. Now I see this person differently because of the dream. It's your subconscious mind. So much of it, is in here. Realize that. Once you realize that, you can unplug yourself from the matrix. So in the description of this video, I will plug you my playlist of meditations. So it's all Kota The Friend music. Anyways, take care of yourself, to believe in yourself, not to be so hard on yourself, because if you're hard on yourself, you're not going to be able to achieve what you set out for yourself. So make it easy enough that you can achieve it, so that you can believe in yourself, so that you can love yourself, okay? I love you. I believe in you. You got this. You deserve better, and you will get better.